lot of people to get into it.
Well, we started the magazine about 6-7 months ago, back in when the A-Town ramp, Annandale, was around. And the guy who owned the thing tore it down on us as our local ramp. It had been there for like 5 years. And we had a final jam, and at the final jam we decided to have like a skate zine for the jam that we could sell to raise money and start the NVSA. NVSA was Northern Virginia Skateboard Association, to try to get Fairfax County Parks to build us these half pipes.
There's a lot of legal problems with ramps because of insurance, and that's why a lot of parents have to get into it more. Because, you know, some homeowners' policies will cover it, and the government's not willing to build very many ramps. So you just need a lot of people to get into it. There's been government-built ramps in other places, but none around here so far.
Back 10 years ago, when skating got real popular, there was a lot of very aggressive, hardcore type skating going on then, too, and there were also a lot of beginner and intermediate type skaters that were skating on the fringe and learning the basics and sticking strictly to street skating. I don't really see all that many real differences between the skating now and the skating then. Back 10 years ago, there were a lot of Californians skating in 40-foot wide sewer pipes in the deserts in Arizona, and the same kind of crazy things go on now. The level of skating is a lot higher. The energy is a little higher now than it was then, but there are still just as many people into it, more people getting into it all the time, and there's still the same approximate percentages of people into riding on the vertical terrain and, you know, seeking out empty swimming pools and other places to ride as there are people riding in the streets and just sticking to street style. So I don't think it's all that different than it was. The level of skating's different.
I used to skate ramps, but a lot of people are beginning to do it.
Like before, when skating first started, it was like a big craze to get a skateboard. It was like when most of the kids that are 17 now, it's like back when they're in 3rd grade, the big craze was to get the skateboard and skate. Then it all of a sudden died out, and the skaters, they changed. I mean, they used to dress fairly normal back there when Tony Alvin, all them, they used to, they used to have a skateboard, and a lot of the tricks were different, so they were really mellow. Most of the skaters were surfers who skated in the off-season, and then it just like evolved. Surfers went to surfing and wore the surf styles, and skaters became, skaters, and then as it evolved, they got more harsher, more aggressive, didn't wear as much, I guess you could say, fashionable clothing, stayed the same, and it's just followed throughout until like the past year or so, and then the big skateboard boom has come again, and then there's skate, you guess you could say, skate clothes that they're making now, shorts. They're making skate shorts and skate shirts, and Vans makes a skate shoe, and it's just all evolved into where it's like a fashion now to skate instead of a sport.
Wild hairdos, hardcore music, it's all into hard banging type, you know what I mean? What it comes down to is, it's all hardcore.
I started the NVSA, which is Northern Virginia Skateboarding Association. We started it because this scene here in the backyards is having legal hassles, and we want the counties to help us build ramps, as they have in Virginia Beach and Ocean City.
And what we did with the NVSA was we had to form the association in order to get any kind of response from anybody. They're not going to pay any attention to just a bunch of kids, wanting a ramp. So we formed an official organization, have a bank account. We have meetings about once a month. And we had a meeting with the superintendent of Fairfax County of Parks, and he took us seriously and did a study on it, and sent us the results of the study, and they said that they couldn't do it because it wasn't a revenue producer, and also because there wasn't enough demand for it. And they don't see the demand because it's all in backyards such as this. And the revenue producer, it isn't a revenue producer, but they should build public ramps like there's tennis courts.
And right now it's kind of stagnant because the counties aren't really doing anything. I don't think there's a need for it, and hopefully someone's not going to get hurt for them to realize that there is a heavy need for it.
When the truth is found to be alive, and all of the joy in you dies. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Don't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love.
Having good music playing while you're skating can be really helpful. A lot of the people who are into it are into like hardcore punk rock, And really, any kind of music, whatever you like, will help your skating, I think. You know, I don't like hardcore that much, but I like skating to music a lot.
Suicidal Tendencies, Dead Kennedys, DOA.
Violent Femmes, Dead Kennedys, REM, OMD.
It just really helps your flow. It keeps you moving. It's good for ramp riding, especially.
This is good, but it's not going to last forever. And we've seen many ramps come up and down. My old ramp, Annandale ramp, was there for about 5 years. And it went down because of legal hassles, you know. It's tough to ride a skateboard in the street all your life. You got to have something else. And this is what something else is right here.
Is that your wall?
See, I like
That's a better wall. It's got more vert.
Yeah.
All right.
What, sun over there?
No, I was trying to get a low angle, but it's cool. Just skate the way.
Well, I can do some tricks. I'll do some other things there.
Sure. That was a nice, what is it, a rail slide you did up there?
Yeah, rock on slide.
Yeah, that's
I know, you're the on skating.
Don't worry. Skate the way you regularly skate, and I'll slide over there.
Really, skate is terrible.
You guys like doing them on a pool?
Whoa, the Vinnick just smell.
You should have seen the doubles with Wiggy and Tobin. That was bad.
Yeah?
Like Wiggy did a he just did like a frontside grind, and Tobin